confidence ですね。何かをすることによって自信があるかないかという話ですね。日本にずっと住んでるから、日本人が confidence を使うと、なんとなく普通の英語に聞こえるようになってしまいました。でもね、現実は違います。英語のネイティブスピーカーはですね、confidence を日本語と同じようにそこまで頻繁には使ってないような気がします。ところどころで会話に出てくる。もちろん。例えば、I have no confidence in myself.I'm feeling pretty confident about the upcoming tests. たまには使いますよ。たまに。でもね、ここの生徒さんの話を聞いてるとね、今のコンフィデンスの使い方がちょっと違うかなと思ってる時もあります。ちょうどこの間、生徒さんと海外旅行という話をしたらですね、もう年だから海外旅行なんて行く自信ないよ。I'm too old now.I have no confidence to travel abroad. 自信がないと必ず no confidence になります。どうしても。ちょっと残念な気持ちになってしまいますね。だっていろんなもっともっと自然な言い方があるのに。Let's break it down with the 4 logical steps. We'll look at the problem, the reason, the solution, and some examples. I've got a lot to talk about with this one, so buckle up.First, let's look at the problem. I've no confidence to travel abroad. I've no confidence to travel abroad. Sure, you can say this. It's absolutely perfect English. But the big question is this. Just how natural does it sound? Let me put it like this. When I first came to Japan,Because I came from an English-speaking country, when you start work in the morning, it's quite common to say something like, Morning, how are you? You know, that kind of thing. So when I came to Japan, I had this need to ask everyone how they were in Japanese. I thought it was kind of like a universal greeting. Oh, Saito-san, Ohayou gozaimasu. O genki desu ka?
はい、元気です。
はい、Suzuki さん、おはようございます。お元気ですか？元気？元気かな？はい、元気ですよ。林さん、お元気ですか？
はい、元気ですよ。
みんな元気ですね。Of course, Japanese people occasionally use the phrase お元気ですか? But it's not a regular daily greeting, right? What I'm trying to say is that although the language being used is correct, like the sentence, I have no confidence to go abroad, we have to think about the following points. Do people really use it in everyday conversation?Is it normal to use it the same way as you do in your own language? How do native speakers feel when they hear you using it like this? Let's move on to the reason. So, if confidence is such normal English, why can't you use it in the same way as you do in Japanese? Well, basically, I feel it's much heavier in English. It carries more weight.It's difficult to explain, but I feel it's like your favorite jewelry or perhaps your best tableware. You don't use them every day, you just bring them out for special occasions. How do native speakers feel? I don't mean the ones living here in Japan, I mean the ones living overseas. When they hear the sentence, I have no confidence to speak English. Well, it sounds a bit overly wordy.It's using big words, which automatically creates some kind of distance between the people who are talking. That also means it's too formal, kind of like something you would hear in the works of the great writers of yesteryear, like Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, or Mark Twain. So, in a nutshell, there are better, and dare I say, more friendly ways of talking about confidence in English. I'm going to break it down in the next section. Here are 3 different ways to say that you have no confidence. Number 1, I don't feel I can do it. I don't feel I can travel overseas anymore. He doesn't feel he can pass the test. She doesn't feel she can drive again after the accident. Number 2, I don't think that I can manage to do it. I don't think that I can manage to make a presentation in front of 300 people. She doesn't think she can manage to make it there on time. He doesn't think he can manage to set up the Wi-Fi all by himself. Number 3, I doubt I'll be able to do it. I kind of doubt I'll be able to be a good father. She doubts she'll be able to get a good job when she graduates. We doubt we'll be able to send our kids to a private school. So those are just a few options for you. There are so many more. But the key point here is to use a wider variety of expressions. Don't just go for the same old, I have no confidence. Mix it up. Have fun with it. Alrighty then, let's work on building up your vocabulary in the next section. Do you ever feel that you'll never be able to get married? How about using a dating app? A lot of people use dating apps these days to find their partners. So in English, we use the word app instead of apply. This is a very rare case where the English version is actually shorter than the Japanese one. I'm starting to have doubts whether I'll make it as a pilot, but I've just got to man up and see it through to the end. Man up is an expression that is used mostly by men. It just means be a man. And if you see something through to the end, you never give up until you've reached your goal. Think you managed to pass the test? Probably, but just by the skin of my teeth. So if you do something by the skin of your teeth, it means you succeeded doing something, but only just. So let's say you're going to meet someone at 5 o'clock and you arrive there at 4:59. You made it on time just by the skin of your teeth. Just 1 minute left. You should believe in yourself more. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. I've always loved this expression. Positive thinking is a big part of success in life. Take a look at any of the greats in business, sport, politics, and entertainment. What's something that you've had to overcome in your language learning journey? For me, it's definitely been starting this YouTube channel. It takes a lot of courage to sit here in front of a camera and make loads of mistakes in a foreign language. But it's a really good learning experience. You should give it a try sometime.